This changes everything. The Edmonton Oilers make a massive trade, as well as a Jake Guentzel trade is very well imminent and may happen today. I'll break it all down for you coming up on this episode of Hattrick HQ. But before we get into it, just want to say if you're one of the thousands of people watching this that aren't subscribed, make sure down below, subscribe to the channel. We're about 30 subscribers away from hitting our goal of 3,000 subscribers. I really appreciate it. If you're not subscribed already, you love hockey just like all of us here on the channel. Make sure down below and hit that subscribe button. But with that said, let's go right into the first topic of the video today, which is Guentzel trade incoming. And we have multiple reports here from insider Elliotte Friedman. We're just going to go through them here. This is Friedman on the Canucks, Oilers, and Guentzel. He says, I'm kind of under the impression that Vancouver isn't sure if they can win this race. I feel the same way for Edmonton, and I do think Pittsburgh wants to get this done today, but nothing is done until it's done. He also said, I think some people here are waiting to see how Carolina feels. Do they decide that it is the rental they go for? And we do also see here, this is about the Rangers. He says they can definitely do it. There's no question about that. The only thing that I can say about that is that the Rangers may be more interested in spending their biggest assets on a center. And just in case you don't know about Jake Guentzel, we're going to talk about him here. I mean, this guy has been phenomenal, elite offensive player in the NHL for some time this season with the Pittsburgh Penguins. 52 points in 50 games, averaging over a point per game, 22 goals, 30 assists. I mean, not the most physical presence out there, but can still lay the body and block the shots as well. I mean, this guy is a really versatile winger, has shown to be a great winger in the NHL for quite some time here, playing with Sidney Crosby for all those years, and right now his name is the number one on the trade block. And the big thing to talk about Jake Guentzel here is his contract in the last year of his deal at $6 million AAV. Probably looking to move off to a contending team with a no trade clause. We have seen so many teams in the mix here on Jake Guentzel. There has been the Canucks, the Oilers, the Hurricanes, the Rangers. Almost every contending team has been talking about Jake Guentzel, the number one name on the trade board right now, and it's really going to be interesting to see where he goes. I believe a trade is very well going to be coming with, if it's not by the end of the day today, I believe it will be tomorrow. I mean, there has been lots of talks of teams putting in their offers on this guy. And Kyle Dubas really has to make the decision here of which trade they feel is fit for him. We did talk a lot about him potentially moving to the Canucks. I think that would be a great fit for him. I mean, if he gets traded to the Canucks, I mean, that team is going to be ridiculous. I mean, he's such a great offensive winger. He's more of a shooter than a passer, but he can put the puck in the back of the net. He's a great playmaker as well. He can obviously shape up a power play unit here. And, I mean, it's going to be a big package to trade for this guy. It's going to be probably multiple picks, even a first rounder, maybe an elite prospect, a higher tier prospect to bring this guy in, because I think that the Pittsburgh Penguins are going to have retain salary in this situation here, because obviously it's $6 million. Not many contending teams have that much cap space to bring this guy in come deadline time. So you're going to have to pay a little bit more to get him, but you can extend him, have him on your team for many years to come. And I think this is a crazy trade here. I think that Kyle Dubas and the Pittsburgh Penguins are just trying to get the best that they can for this guy right now, and try to retool come off season and try to get another cup for Sid the Kid before he and Malkin hang up the skates here. But it will be interesting to see what happens here around Jake Guentzel here. I mean, this guy is a phenomenal scorer in this league. Like I said, the number one trade target right now. A lot of teams are calling in and trying to acquire this guy, because if you add this guy onto your roster, I mean, that just bolsters your offense so much. He's a guy who's over a point per game. He's a goal scorer. He can also play make as well. He's gonna really boost your power play as well. He can come in with this offensive edge and really, propel you over that hump and try to get you guys in contention for Stanley Cup. I mean, the team that I would like him to see go for, in my opinion, I'd love to see him go to the Vancouver Canucks. I think they got such a great roster. I think he'd be such a great fit in their line combinations right now. I think he'd be a phenomenal fit. It'd be hard to get him, I think, with the cap and all this that's going on. but I think they are going to be in on him come trade deadline over the coming days, trying to send every offer in they can to acquire this guy, because, I mean, this would just be a phenomenal trade for this team. I mean, another team, like I said, the Rangers can definitely do it. This is a team that really could use an offensive spark like Jake Guentzel to kind of come in and be their goal scorer, be their playmaker here, and I think this would be a really fun trade to see as well. Carolina is a team that I personally do support come playoff time, because unfortunately the Montreal Canadiens aren't going to make the playoffs here, but I mean, this would be a really fun addition for the Carolina Hurricanes as well. Like I said, any one of these teams that add this guy are just going to get juiced up offensively, and I can't wait to see what happens here. And Elliotte Friedman is saying that he's probably going to get dealt here, so I would take that at his word. I mean, he's fairly never wrong in this situation. I mean, he knows so much about what's going on behind the scenes in hockey, and I think Jake Guentzel will be dealt here before the trade deadline. It will just be a matter of where he goes and what they will get in return for him. But we'll keep you up to date on everything that's happens here surrounding Jake Guentzel in the coming days here on the channel. So make sure to go down below and hit that subscribe button. But we're going to get into the next topic, which is the massive trade for the Edmonton Oilers. And if you guys missed this today, obviously we're just going to take a look at it here. This is from Frank Cervelli on Twitter. He says, to the Oilers, there's Adam Henrique from the Ducks at 75% retained, and Sam Carrick and a 7th round pick. To the Ducks get a 2024 first-round pick from the Oilers, a conditional 2025 fifth-round pick, and the Bolts were in here, I believe, retaining maybe a 25% salary with a 4th-round pick coming from Edmonton. The condition on the 2025 fifth-round pick is if becomes the 4th if Edmonton wins the Cup. Tampa also must send a reserve list player. This is an amazing trade for the Edmonton Oilers here. I mean, if you just take a look at Adam Henrique, I mean, this guy is a phenomenal player here in the NHL. As we take a look at his stats so far this season, at 60 games played, he has 42 points, 57 blocks, 59 hits, has been playing from primarily center with Anaheim, but he is a player who can play the wing. He can play both sides of the puck. He's great at winning the draws, winning 53% of his draws this year. He's a veteran, knows how to play the game right, plays the game the right way, doesn't cut corners defensively, chips in with better than secondary offense for the Anaheim Ducks. So maybe he comes in here and can really show this Edmonton Oilers team and really be a great offensive player here on their top 6 and really push them over the hump to try to win a Stanley Cup with McDavid and Draisaitl. The other player that they did acquire in this trade was Sam Carrick. And if you take a look at Sam Carrick here, this guy is a great player. I mean, a great 4th-line guy for any team in the NHL. Through 61 games with the Anaheim Ducks this season, he has 11 points, 137 hits. I mean, this guy's great on the penalty kill. He's a great depth forward with high hockey IQ, has enough pace to match up against middle 6 forwards. He brings the physical element, and he's just such a great depth center for this Edmonton Oilers team. And if we take a look at what their lines may look like here, I mean, we take a look here. If they're going to move Adam Henrique to the wing, we could potentially see a Nuge, Evander Kane, and Adam Henrique pairing here for the Edmonton Oilers. If they do stay, they want to stick him at his primary position at the C. He could take Ryan McLeod's spot here and play with Warren Foegele and Corey Perry. I really do like this line as well. I mean, like I said, he adds so much secondary offense to any team he is on that this would be such a great trade or such a great addition to this lineup for the Edmonton Oilers. I'm really big on this trade, and if we take a look, Sam Carrick could easily slide in here for Dylan Holloway on that 4th line, bring a really, physical edge to this Edmonton Oilers team, and I mean, I'm really excited for this team. I think this is a phenomenal trade. I mean, obviously, they do give up a first-round pick in this scenario, but they do get Adam Henrique in at 75% retained, so I do think it is worth it in this situation. This is a huge addition for the Edmonton Oilers, and it really bolsters their offense for this playoff run that they're about to embark on. They're looking to win a Stanley Cup during Draisaitl and McDavid's, prime years here in Edmonton. They both, are on, the last legs of their contract. They're trying to win one to keep both of these guys in Edmonton. So by bringing in Adam Henrique, who brings so much secondary offense to a team, is really going to help this team bolster their offense throughout their lineup, because we know McDavid, we know Draisaitl is going to get the points every night. We know that they've done that throughout their careers. So maybe bringing in Adam Henrique to maybe take the load off on some nights is a great move here. I mean, he's a great player. He, like I said, knows how to play the game right. He's great in his defensive zone. He's great on the offensive zone. He's a great 200-foot player. A very great addition for the Edmonton Oilers, in my opinion. And adding Sam Carrick here, I mean, I believe he was a 4th rounder. That is just a big physical guy who's going to go to battle for you every night by laying the hits, get under opponent's skin in a 7-games playoff series. And I'm a really big fan of that addition as well. But obviously the big news is Adam Henrique and what they will do with him here. I mean, you could try him out if he's comfortable playing on the wing on that second line. I mean, that second line would be phenomenal with the addition of him there. But if he wants to play C, you could put him on that third line, and he's just going to spark the offense throughout this lineup. Really big on this trade, and I think the Edmonton Oilers did the right thing here. But with this, like we talked about Jake Guentzel, Edmonton was kind of going to be in on him. I think they may be out after this trade, but who knows? They may still be in on this guy, but I don't think with the cap situation that they'd be able to pull it off. But who knows? They might. But I think Adam Henrique is the right call here. He's going to be a great player here in Edmonton, and I think this is a really great trade that's really going to help Edmonton propel into a playoff contention spot here, or a Stanley Cup contention spot here, sorry. I think this playoffs is really going to be fun to watch. The West Coast is going to be a fun side of the playoff bracket to watch this year, and I'm really excited for this Edmonton Oilers team and their fans. Their fans have been looking for a cup for a while now, and they definitely have the roster to do it now with the addition of Adam Henrique here. Really excited for you guys. But we're going to get into everybody's favorite topic here, which is comment of the day. And the comment of the day today goes to Alex. He says, watching from Calgary, Alberta. Go Leafs, go. Shout out to you, Alex. Really appreciate all your support down below in the comment section. We love seeing where you guys are tuning in from, all the way from Calgary. I really appreciate you guys commenting on the video, showing your support for the channel. And I want to hear from you guys. Let me know what your thoughts on this Adam Henrique trade are. What are your thoughts on the Jake Guentzel rumors that are swirling right now? And let me know just let me know where you're watching from. We love hearing that as well. But if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure down below, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We're on the road for 3,000 subscribers, and we're almost there. So if you're not subscribed, make sure to go down below, hit that subscribe button. And if you want to check out a video we did on the Colorado Avalanche trade just, about a half hour, 45 minutes ago, it'll be popping up on your screen right now. But as always, I've been your host, KC. Keep your stick on the ice.